Hey, what's up people, JayDub here, giving a couple of quick thoughts in this last edition of Monday Night Raw. So let's just jump right into the first topic, and that's JBL and Stone Cold Steve Austin making their returns to the WWE. JBL came back with the intention of announcing himself as the special guest referee for Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler's match at WrestleMania, but none other than Stone Cold Steve Austin beat him to the punch. Stone Cold came out, delivered a stunner to JBL, and signed the contract himself. So it's official, Michael Cole versus Jerry the King Lawler at WrestleMania 27, with Stone Cold Steve Austin as the special guest referee. So many people are up in arms that Michael Cole is actually competing in a match at WrestleMania, and especially because it's versus another announcer in Jerry Lawler. They're, oh, this is blasphemy. Oh, this is crazy. This is classic wrestling. That's all it is. You get to a certain point where a heel is built up so heavily that people want to see him get his ass kicked. Hell, a lot of those people that want to see Michael Cole get his ass kicked, they want to be the ones that are doing the ass kicking. I know it's a lot of you watching this video right now. You've gotten that urge at some point during Michael Cole's heel turn to just ball your fists up and just lunge that bitch straight through the TV screen, hoping that in some twisted form of reality that your fist ends up meeting Michael Cole's face. Well, that isn't gonna happen, but what will happen is Michael Cole will get his ass kicked at WrestleMania 27. This match will not be a 5-star technical classic. It will not be a showstopper. It will not blow the roof off the place, but the build-up is Michael Cole being a douche, and the payoff is Michael Cole getting his ass kicked. It's as simple as that. And I know a lot of people, like, I understand your frustration with this, because some of them are saying, oh, well, if WWE put half as much effort into people on the actual roster as they did with Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler with giving them pushes, they'd be in a much better position than they are right now. And I actually agree with you. But I will say that it's still entertaining. I still like what's going on between Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler. And I will say, Michael Cole is one of the best heels in WWE. I would love to see him named as the anonymous general manager of Raw. I don't give a damn if it doesn't make sense or not, because I know some, oh, that doesn't make sense because the GM said one day, da-da-da-da, and the GM said this. I don't give a rat's ass if it makes sense or not. Michael Cole is entertaining as hell. I would love to see him in an authority figure role in WWE. Name him as a GM. Get this anonymous GM bullshit over with. Just in that, and you know, hey, happy days are here again. I would love to see Michael Cole as a GM. But moving on to the next subject, the build-up for Undertaker and Triple H's match at WrestleMania. I like both of these guys. You know, they're two icons in the wrestling industry, but I will say I want this feud to go into another direction in the upcoming weeks. I'm kind of getting tired of this tag you're it shit, where one person cuts a promo, then it's, oh, tag you're it, then the next person cuts a promo, oh, tag you're it. You know, I'm getting tired of this back and forth. They need to add a little bit more creativity to this, take it to the next level. I think that they're just resting on the names only. Like, they're like, oh, this is Triple H and The Undertaker. Oh, it writes itself. We don't need to do much with this. We don't need to glam it up. The name recognition of these two guys, that was a great starting point. That was a great platform. That was a great foundation. But you need to build up on that foundation. It would be like, what do you have to lose? Like, seriously, what do you have to lose with taking Triple H and The Undertaker to the next level? Oh, my bad. I forgot. That means the creative team would actually have to do their fucking jobs. And I know that's too much to ask for. Like, that's too much to ask them to get up off of their lazy asses and, you know, put a little creativity into the show. Like, you know, my bad. But I digress. Moving on. Yeah, these promos are kind of getting a little bit repetitive. Like, I'm still enjoying them, but I'm kind of hearing the same things over and over again. Like, oh, I'm the last outlaw, and oh, you know, I'm the only person that can defeat you, and I'm the only one left. We heard that last year. We heard that the year before that also. Like, come on, add a little bit more to it. I'm getting the same feeling from this feud and this build-up as I got from the build-up with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels last year. Like, they were just resting on name only, weren't trying to step outside of the box or anything like that. But at WrestleMania 25, or before that show, they were doing all types of shit with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Had Shawn Michaels jumping out of caskets and, you know, doing something new every week. But I'm not seeing that. I didn't see that this last year, and I'm not seeing that this year either. Hopefully they take it to the next level in these upcoming weeks. Give us a little bit more, you know. They're two icons, two living legends in the wrestling industry, but You know, like I said, what do you have to lose with taking it to the next level with these two? Speaking of the next level, this feud between Cena and The Rock, that's been taken to the next level with the addition of The Miz this week. As some of you guys may have read on Twitter earlier today, The Miz announced that he will, this would be yesterday because I'm uploading this video on a Tuesday, but whatever, y'all know what I'm saying. You know, The Miz, he posted a message on Twitter saying that he was boycotting Raw because nobody was paying attention to him, and he's the WWE Champion, and people are more focused on The Rock and Cena than they are Cena and The Miz. And some people may say, well, rightfully so, because The Miz, he's been a horrible champion, and oh, he's a cheater, and no, The Rock and Cena is more interesting than Cena and The Miz. Well, some of those things may be true, but you have to look at the situation that we're in right now. All of your opinions to the side. The fact is, The Miz is a WWE champion. The fact is, The Miz is going to WrestleMania as the defending champion. There has to be some kind of protocol. There has to be some kind of, you know, clout that goes into being the WWE Champion at a WrestleMania. Of course, more attention needs to be paid to The Miz, but then you have to ask the question, well, whose fault is that? And the blame falls on WWE Creative. Now, all of a sudden, you give a fuck about booking The Miz to look like a strong champion. Now, just a couple of weeks before WrestleMania, you want to start putting your efforts into making him look legitimate, making him look like a real champion. Where was that thought a couple of months ago? Where was that thought a couple of weeks ago when I specifically said in the video, if you guys have the intentions of having The Miz go into WrestleMania as a champion, shouldn't you be booking him to be strong back then? Now, you've dug yourself in a hole, and now you're trying to patch it up, trying to get yourself back to level ground when we're just a couple of weeks away from WrestleMania. Hey. But I will say The Miz has been looking pretty strong these last couple of weeks. For 3 weeks in a row, The Miz has been the one standing tall, and John Cena has been on the mat to end Monday Night Raw. And that's all great. I'm trying to look at that, pay attention to that, be a little optimistic going into WrestleMania. But still, those 3 weeks don't make me forget about what they did with The Miz, you know, from the point where he won the championship all the way up until then. So, you know, WWE, that's your fuck up right there. It's like, oh, you screw up with the storylines all the way until WrestleMania, you know, season, and then you, oh my God, like, we really have to turn shit up. No duh. If you had said that 6 months ago, and, you know, people wouldn't be in the position that they are right now. Like, you can't just WrestleMania build-up is not just like a light switch. We're in dark the whole fucking year, and then you want to illuminate us when WrestleMania comes around. You have a lot of problems when you do things like that. A lot of problems. But let's talk about this thing going on between Cena and The Rock. Who do you guys think won round 2? Of course, The Rock gave his response from his home last week, and Cena gave his response in the ring this week. Last week, I liked The Rock promo. I like The Rock's promo. Of course, it was great, just as every single promo The Rock has probably ever given. You know, it was great. But if somebody says to you, "Oh, you say you love the WWE, but I'm here every week to show it." If somebody says that to you, don't you think if you're gonna respond to them, you should be in the fucking building? Like, seriously, that message would be more well received had you actually been in the building. You're talking about, oh, I love the WWE, and oh, it's in my blood, and I love the WWE fans. You're doing that shit from your, you know, basement in Los Angeles. Like, come on now. And I know people are going to be leaving comments, oh, well, he has to film movies, and oh, he can't be there every weekend. Fuck all of that. Like, all of you little rock marks. So, oh my God, you shouldn't be saying anything negative about him. You should just be happy that the Great One is back. Oh, the Great One has graced us with his presence. He doesn't owe us anything. Oh, y'all all can save that. Plain and simple. If somebody says to you, I'm here every week to show that I love the WWE, how the fuck are you going to give a response from the other side of the country? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. And I love John Cena this week when he had that shirt that said, I bring it via satellite. That was great. But the Rock promo from last week, he was highly defensive. You can tell that John Cena pissed him off. Like, John Cena really pissed him off. And John Cena somehow, you know, was able to take all of that momentum that The Rock had through his way and manufacture that to where he was in control. Like, The Rock came back after 7 years, blazed John Cena, and within a couple of minutes, John Cena had all of that power to himself. but he fucking gave it all back tonight, because that little rap that he gave, that shit fell flat. That was so flat. The only thing that I liked about it was a t-shirt, and that was it. That shit fell flat as hell. So I asked the question, who won round 2 of the battle, Cena or The Rock? Rock was highly defensive. Cena just plain out sucked. So I would say The Miz won. Yep. The Miz won round 2 of Cena versus The Rock. Like I said, he said he was going to boycott Raw, but he ended up showing up, you know, whooping John Cena's ass for the 3rd week in a row. And, yeah, he delivered a message to Cena and also The Rock to put the focus back on him. And I'm glad that WWE is taking this turn in this, incorporating The Miz into it and not making it so much about John Cena versus The Rock, but using The Rock as a tool to promote Cena versus The Miz, and that's great. Use his ass. Hell, he used you, so go ahead and use his ass right back. Let him, you know, add some credibility to your championship match at WrestleMania. So, there you go. P.S. Happy belated birthday to Owens and Pones. I know your birthday was yesterday. I said I was going to give you a shout out. So here you go. Happy birthday to you. Hopefully you had a great day, and thank you so much for being a supporter of mine. Also, I know I didn't talk about some topics in this video that happened on Monday Night Raw, like Dolph Ziggler being the newest member of the Raw roster, Vicky Guerrero facing off against Trish Stratus next week, and also this feud with Randy Orton and CM Punk. And you guys already know, like, it's no big secret at all that I'm not a Randy Orton fan anymore, so it'll be interesting to get my thoughts on this build-up with him and the new Nexus leading into WrestleMania 27. All of those topics, plus more, all of the hot topics in the world of wrestling, I will be discussing on the Sideshow this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on JayDubShow.com, so make sure you are there, tuned in to the Sideshow. And the biggest news of them all, I'm letting you guys know beforehand that there will be some changes that come to YouTube and also the Sideshow. I think these are long overdue changes. I'm starting to upgrade things, you know, because I recently hit over 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that number is absolutely amazing to me. I never thought in my wildest dreams when I started out YouTube that I would get to a point where 10,000 people were so interested in what I had to say that they would click a subscribe button and, you know, join this movement. And it was not always a movement. It just picked up steam somewhere along the way, and I just grabbed that shit, took it, and ran with it. Unlike John Cena, I will not be dropping this momentum. I'm not stopping until I get to that #1 spot. First, we take over YouTube, and then the world. And somewhere along the way, I'll find some time to work on my Supervillain Lab, because I will admit, it does need some work. But seriously, thank you guys so much for subscribing, rating the videos, especially commenting on them also, because I mean, that's why I'm here. I give my opinions, hoping you guys would, you know, share your opinions back. So that's all great. And this YouTube thing, like, some of you may be looking at it like, oh, he's going all off and this isn't such a big deal. It really is a big deal to me. Like, it really is, because YouTube has literally opened up the entire world to me. Like, not only do I chat with people and interact with people all across the United States, but I talk to people from Canada, Mexico, England, Ireland, Spain, Italy, Portugal, France, Uruguay, Australia. Hell, some countries as smart as I am, I couldn't even point to on a map. Like, that's how amazing things are. And like I said, you know, I'm not stopping until I get to that #1 spot. So thank you so much for joining me on this movement, and the best is yet to come. Peace out.